Oh hey y'all, how's it going? Fatty here, and today I found a freshly wiped server and decided just to get started on it and have some fun in PvP. Very first thing I did is I found a little Rathole in Crystal Isles that I always like to really build in. It was already taken a little bit, so I decided to get an Arthropleura just to kind of help get things started a little bit. I was getting chased by some wyverns when this happened, and when I did, I got over to the little Crystal Isles spot. And I noticed that there was vaults that already kind of blocked in the inside, so I thought it was just going to be people who just kind of barricaded themselves in. It wasn't going to be too difficult or anything that I really had to get inside of, besides just like breaking in. But as soon as I did, I realized there were a couple internal turrets, which weren't too difficult, so I quickly farmed up just a couple of stuff just to bring some rockets over there. And as I did break down some of this stuff, but I was kind of nervous. I thought I was going to have to bring some carbos in, so at this point, I decided to go tame up just a couple of them, as well as some trikes. And then I found a guy and had a little bit of PvP as well. Now, right about this point, I felt really bad for the guy because I did realize it was just a naked, and I never like really want to like troll on players, but at the same time, like, you know, what was done was done. So I dropped him, and I was really surprised that I killed and dropped him, so I had to read on a couple times, and I don't know how I lost him in the moment, but right there I was just completely lost to where this dude went. But we came back around, and I did see him, so I chased him down, but like I said, it was clearly not somebody that's been around too long. As soon as I killed them, took the little bit of loot that they had, which was mostly like berries, some crystals, and other stuff. I didn't kill the wyvern. I usually am that kind of player that's like, oh, if I beat you in PvP, I'm taking your tame with me. Like, it went down, you went down. But at this point, I just kind of left it alone and continued from there. So once I got over to the Rathole, we take a peek in from the little damage I said I did earlier. I just didn't get the recording of it. And my kind of goal was, I could see that there was a generator off here to the right side, so I figured if I could just kind of blow open a little bit bigger of a space over there, I could just kind of get inside there and maybe get a peek at the generator to just break it down, as well as just kind of see what else is over there. There isn't any internal turrets from when I K-moded on that side, so I figured if I'm over there, I can at least LOS the turrets a little bit and kind of make a game plan from there. Now at this point, my flak was all scuffed up. I had the opportunity to get to the generator. I couldn't shoot it from where I was because it was obviously going to kill me. Didn't have med brews, so I kind of just sat here for a minute, just trying to eat as much little meat as I could, just to kind of build up a little bit of health, because I really thought I was going to make it across with just one pull of the grapple, and obviously it worked out super great for me. Well, at this point the door was open, so it was really easy just for me to kind of get in. I brought C4 this time. And yeah, with just one little hop in, I was already in. It was not anything too difficult at this point. And when I got back here, I already saw I blew the generator, which I don't know when I did that. Must have been when I blown the door open. And yeah, unfortunately, I didn't realize that there was going to be a second generator. So then again, I was trapped in here once again. Not just really good flak, but they had a lot of building stuff. They had 22 turrets on them, as well as a couple industrial forges. So why they didn't kind of use that to their advantage and put some turrets just on the outside and just expand out their generators was just a little bit beyond me. They even had spare generators, so why they just barricaded themselves in and nothing else is a choice. I would not make that choice personally, but you know, everyone's their own. So from here, I didn't want to be completely stuck in here, and I wanted to claim this for myself, so I figured I had to get a way out of here. So I wanted to make sure my flak was okay. I was going to blow up this, but like for some reason, my C4 was just doing this thing where it was glitching. If I took it out, whatever. I tried to build different things, and none of it really seemed to do any good. So then I decided, since these turrets were still kind of active, I was just going to rocket run them. It seemed like a pretty easy thing to do. I wasn't really paying attention to it the first time. I was just like, hey, let's just rocket run it, right? I'm just like, let's go for it. Let's just wing it. We've gotten this far. And when I got over here, what I realized on that first blow of the rocket is that their outlet was actually on the outside of the wall. Now, if you guys haven't played for a while, that is just like the biggest mistake that you can ever make. The second your outlet is exposed, that is like the easiest thing to break. So it's just kind of game over. People can flame arrow that from a distance. So it's not something you want to mess with. So when I saw that, like I said, so easy to drop. Ran right up to it. This turret was up here as well. I'm not quite sure what the plan for that turret was. It wasn't shooting. I think it had bullets when I eventually do break it down, but it just wasn't really covering anything either. It was kind of an awkward one, as well as this one that they placed inside of a vault. Now, maybe I vault dropped that one when I broke into it a little bit and it dropped on that turret, but there wasn't really any foundations up there. I mean, there was the one, but I don't know. But anyways, busted in here, and that was pretty much it. It was pretty easy from there. I just collected all the ARB, which they had quite a bit, which I don't know why they didn't expand out the turrets a little bit. You know, it's so much more intimidating. If you guys are new, the one piece of advice I would have, if you have the resources to make it, just make as much that you can right off the bat. If you're going to claim a spot like this, don't have any turrets in storage. Don't have any bullets in storage, right? Make yourself look as intimidating as possible, because then you might have a chance that people aren't going to come mess with you. And from there, I just came inside, grabbed my ARK to check out to see what kind of loot was in store for us on this one. And when I popped open the bags again, just a ton of unused stuff that they could have. 7 turrets, a little bit more generators, a lot of chem bench. The best thing I could have found was a flak blueprint. This server is a little bit boosted, so you can have increased crafting skill. So almost any decent blueprint can get you to cap pretty well. So I was so super excited to find that one, as well as just basic good resources and stuff that I could finally build my base. And if you guys are excited and you guys want to see a part 2 to this, I have a whole one where I actually build up a full tech base on this one, get some blinds and do some more raids. So if you guys are excited for that and you want to see something like that, look for part 2 to this episode, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Now, while you guys look at all the highlights of the loot, don't forget, I do have a merch shop. It is ripdieco.com. We have all this spooky fun merch right now with Jack Skellington, as well as a pentagram. So if you guys want to go check that out, it really helps support the channel as well as my family. So go check that out. Links are all down in the description below. Thanks.